Let's take a look at the letter Y design. There are a few stitches used here. This area can be stitched with the fern stitch. The outer border can be stitched with the back stitch. For this section here, we can fill it in with the buttonhole stitch. Once the fill is done, stitch a row of backstitch along the edge to give the border a clean, finished look. Let's start with this side first. Using color number 3 floss, 4 strands. Start with the fern stitch inside. Bring the needle up at the upper left of the design. Take it down at the intersection of the 3 lines. Then bring it up along the center line. Take it back down at the center intersection. Then bring it up on the right. Take it back down at the center point. This stitch is similar to the straight stitch. It's a fairly simple stitch, and great for beginners to practice. Let me demonstrate once more. Bring the needle up from below, then take it back down at the center. The center stitch should sit right next to the one above, so they connect together. Take it back down at the center point. Keep in mind the spacing between stitches. Don't leave too large a gap. If the gap is too wide, the stitches won't connect properly. Following these steps, complete the rest of the design. Let's look at the result. Now, using the same color thread, let's frame the outer border. We'll use the back stitch. Bring the needle up at the bottom. Stitch 1 small stitch forward. Bring the needle up about 1 stitch length ahead. Take it back down at the first stitch's entry point. Continue bringing the needle up about 1 stitch ahead. Take it back down. Each time you take the needle back down, it should sit right next to the previous entry point. Keep the stitch spacing consistent. This gives you a neat, even border. Take the needle down. The border is complete. Now let's look at this section. As mentioned earlier, we can fill this in with the buttonhole stitch, then stitch a row of backstitch along the edge to finish the border. This gives it a more polished look. Let's fill in this section first. Using color number 3 floss, 4 strands. Bring the needle up just outside the border here. This first stitch doesn't need to be on the borderline. It can be slightly offset, because the next stitch will go down at the end of the borderline. Don't pull the thread tight. Leave a small loop on the fabric. Then bring the needle up at the top end of the line. The needle should pass through the loop. This forms a buttonhole. We want the stitches to be close together here, so each stitch should sit right next to the previous one. This creates a dense, tightly packed fill. Every stitch should land on the line. Don't pull the loop tight. Hold it down with your finger. This makes stitching easier. Always make sure the needle passes through the loop. This is what forms the buttonhole. If the needle goes outside the loop instead, the buttonhole won't form properly, and the interlocking effect won't come through. Following these steps, stitch the remaining lines. Take the needle down just outside the outer edge. Lock it firmly in place. The buttonhole stitch fill is complete. Now let's add a row of backstitch along the edge. This gives the border a neater, cleaner look. Using the same color thread. Bring the needle up at the top. Stitch 1 small stitch forward. Continue bringing the needle up ahead. Take it back down. Keep the stitch spacing consistent. This gives you a clean, even edging. Take it back down. The letter Y is complete. Let's look at the finished result.